Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to bring you the Baizhu pre-release video. We're gonna be talking about artifacts, weapons, themes, how the talents work and what should you grade first. So nothing else to say, let's get into it. Pretty straightforward with the normal attacks. The normal attacks you attack with dendro. As a typical catalyst, it's actually decent. The scalings are not really great, but okay, it's okay as always. The good thing starts on the elemental skill. The elemental skill, you control the Grandmaster Spire, that is the snake. You do dendro damage, and when it performs the 3 attacks, it will heal you based on Baizhu max HP. Pretty straightforward, nothing else to say. And the ultimate, here comes the good things. Ultimate is pretty straightforward indeed, but it's really useful, I think. You get a shield, okay? And every 2.5 seconds you will generate a shield. The shield will explode after that time. And after that time you will generate another shield 14 seconds. Pretty straightforward. The shield has these scalings, has a really low absorption, but the good thing here is that when the shield explodes, you will heal, and after the healing, you will also unleash a wave that goes to the enemy and deals some damage. As you can see here, it's not a lot of damage, but it applies some damage and it can apply some dendro off field. I'm gonna be honest with you, it's like a Chinkyu sword, but way worse in that matter. So I don't think it's really good, but you can see it like that, as a Chinkyu sword, but that is a bit worse, and also protects you, which is nice, and it can heal you. This is also super good for salad teams where you don't have really a healer, where you play Chinkyu, Fischl, and normally you play Dendro DMC. So if you are wondering which teams should you play, this can be a good example of a team that can be work pretty good on it. Okay, let's get into the passives. The passives are pretty easy to explain. The first, the 5-4 Tomb Forever, will do that when Baizhu HP is less than 50%, it will gain 20% healing bonus, and when Baizhu HP is equal or more to 50%, it will gain 25% dendro damage bonus. It's pretty good, I think. In my opinion, this buff is good because dendro damage bonus is also super great. Normally, we will be talking about artifacts, but having more damage always is decent, and also the shield is not really strong because when they break your shield, you also unleash the wave, so that's something I forgot to mention, but don't worry. But with this in mind, the passive is decent, okay? Second passive is pretty easy to understand. Basically, when you ult, it will do a calculation again based on Baizhu max HP, and for each 1000 max HP that Baizhu has, it will increase your reaction damage of the Burning, Bloom, Hyper Boom, and Barrion reaction damage by a 2%, and aggravate and spirit damage by a 0.8%. And this effect can be stacked as always, because for each 1000 max HP you will get these percentages. So for understanding, having Baizhu on 30k HP, it will increase 60% the aggravate and the spare reaction damage, and the aggravate and the spare reactions by a 24%, sorry. So yeah, this is pretty straightforward. I think it's pretty neat because you will be building Baizhu with a lot of HP, and this will increase high amount the damage from the reactions. I think even on Nilo teams, this effect is super great because Nilo teams normally has 2 dendros and 2 hydros, or even 1 dendro, 3 hydros. But the good thing is that you get the buff from playing 2 hydros. That's the OP thing of this, because you will get a lot of HP for Baizhu. And well, you have to keep in mind to not exceed 50,000 HP, because if you exceed that number, you will not get any more buffs percent. Okay, so Constellations time. As I always tell you, Constellations are not that great. I mean, you can always go for Constellations if you like the character, but don't be forced to pull, because Constellations, let's be honest, all the C6 Constellations are the broken ones, and normally for every player in Genshin Impact, you don't need the C6, okay? You don't need C6 for clearing the game, but if you like it, for it. Okay, so C1, you gain 1 additional charge on the E. On the C2, it's pretty straightforward too. You will get more attacks, which means more appliance of dendro and more healing. The C4, well, the C3 and C5 are more levels, that's because they are on blank. The Ancient Art of Perception, it's the C4, increases the elemental mastery of all party members. And finally, C6 is where it breaks things. You can get more buffs or more HP. It's super great, okay, because you get 100% chance of generating shields but it's not even that broken, to be honest. I mean, you're not gonna break the game by having this. You are only unkillable, and that's all that it matters, okay? Because you will generate more shields, more HP, and more damage from coming from HP. But it's not even. I don't think this is even that broken, but yeah, it's really good for SC6. I mean, for me, SC6 has to broke the game. I mean, like, I don't know, Yoimiya SC6 changes a lot her character, increases a lot the DPS. But this, I mean, yeah, he's a support and you will make a lot of damage as a support, which is nice, I think. I mean, I don't really like it, but it's fine. Okay, what good weapons we should put on our beloved Baizhu? So, in my opinion, I recommend Thrilling Dragon Tails, for example, because it gives you HP. I think it's gonna be one of the best options for him and the best free-to-play option. I know, everyone hates me when I tell you Thrilling Dragon Tales of Dragon Slayers is the best weapon, but trust me, it gives you HP, is super giga broken. If you want to do reactions and unfield him, you can play Sacrificial Fragments, Withsteed, and or even Favonius Codex to get all the time the ultimate. Prototype Amber can be a good free-to-play option, to be honest, because it gives you HP percent and also it gives you more energy recharge, which is really nice. I mean, I don't think it's a better option than Thrilling Dragon Tales, but it's okay, the Prototype Amber, in my opinion. I mean, it's decent. Mappa Mary is decent if you want to play him on fielder, but I don't really like it. For the other weapons, don't play them. You don't need to play them. You need to play or Prototype Amber, Thrilling Tales of Dragon Slayers, with Still Sacrificial Fragments. I only play these three if you want to unfield him. If you don't want to unfield him, don't play it. And for 5-star options, obviously his weapon is the best one. It's super broken for him, but as always, you don't need the 5-star weapons. If you love the character, go for it. I only will go for the character. I don't want to get the weapon because I don't think it's worth my Primo gems, and I got really bad experiences on weapon banners, so I don't want to go for the weapon. These two weapons are okay. I don't recommend it for him. The Everlasting Moonglow can be good, okay, because it gives you HP percent, so it's super great, and increases the healing bonus. I think it's pretty good on him, not gonna lie. This Catalyst is giga good on him. But yeah, if you have it, play it. But if you don't have it, don't bother it. I mean, the Everlasting Moonglow, it's a good weapon, I think. I know that a lot of people reacted really bad to this weapon, but as the time passes, this weapon is decent on certain characters, and Baizhu is one of them. It's really good for Baizhu. Kagura's Variety, 1000 Floating Dreams. These two weapons, I will put it on Baizhu, I think, if I unfield him, but I don't see a lot of play on him. I mean, these two weapons are better than these two, okay? Don't get me wrong, than these three, and this is the worst weapon on him. But these two weapons are the best on Baizhu. I think if you want to play Baizhu on fielder, these weapons are really good. If you want to play Baizhu support, play these two as 5-star options. And yeah, this is the weapon section. Let's get into the artifacts. Okay, so let's talk about artifacts. In my opinion, you will be always going 4 pieces devout memories on him if you don't have a devout holder on your team. That's pretty important to keep in mind, because a lot of people tend to forget that you have to play 4 pieces devout in one of your 4 characters of dendro, so you get dendro resistance shreds and things like that. Yeah. Also is really good on him because it gives you dendro bonus damage. Also, Tenacity of the Myelite is pretty good. It gives you HP, and when an event skill hits an opponent, the attack of the party is increased by 20% and the shield strength is increased, so your shields will be way stronger. I think the Tenacity of the Myelite, if you have a devout memories holder in your team, you have to put him Tenacity of the Myelite. Is really good. And if you want to unfield Baizhu, I think 4 pieces Glided Dreams or 4 pieces Flower of the Paradise Lost is really good. But I prefer 4 pieces Glided in my opinion, because you want to go full Elemental Mastery. As always, you can go 2 sets like Elemental Mastery, Dendro Damage, but as always, these are pretty worse options than the others. And don't play the new artifact set, don't bother farming it. It's only good on Deya, and even on Deya, it's not even that great, so yeah. Okay, so what we want to search for Baizhu is we want HP on this ends, okay? Not like this, like this. But we want to search HP on Sans. On Goblin, we want to search HP percent 2, or we want to search dendro damage bonus because we want to increase the damage from the ultimate. It's up to you. I rather get dendro damage bonus because the HP increase that he gives, it's not that big, but you can play it. Maybe 3 pieces. If you want to play here HP, I highly recommend putting on the circlet HP too. So you get to 50,000 HP, because if you get to 50,000 HP, you get the match bonus of the increase of the reaction. So I think that is kind of broken. So if you want to play 2 pieces HP, go for 3 and try to get 50k HP. It's the best way to go. If you want to increase the damage, go HP, dendro damage bonus, and here or HP 2 or crit rate crit damage. This is my recommendations. I'd rather get crit rate crit damage, by the way, because it will increase a lot your damage. So yeah, this is the main stats that we want to search. For substats, what we want to search for? Oh yeah, I forgot. Sorry guys, I forgot. If you want to play him on fielder, play the 3 pieces elemental mastery like my Nahida has, okay? And play 3 pieces elemental mastery and fuck it. If you are low on energy recharge and you don't get your ultimate back so soon, play here energy recharge main stat and you will be pretty neat. But I don't think he needs that much energy recharge. Okay, so for substats, what we want to search for substats? So HPs, because HP is broken on him, energy recharge is broken on him too, and crit rate, crit damage, and elemental mastery. These 5 things we want to search it on substats. So yeah, go for it, grind a bit, and I hope you get good artifacts for him. It's not really hard to build because HP substats and HP main stats are really easy to get and make the character really good. So yeah, this is the end of the artifact section. Let's get into the team section. Okay, let's start with the teams. First team I'm gonna cover is the Nilo Bloom team. You can play these 3 as normal, and here Yao Yao will be your Baizhu. This team basically focuses on doing the Nilo Super Blooms team. I know it's not called Super Bloom, okay, don't kill me. But due to the Nilo's high damage team, this team is insane. Baizhu is a really good piece. It gives you survivability, it heals you, it's really nice. Instead of Kokomi here, you could put Chinkyu, for example, or Yelan to do more damage and focus a bit more on single target instead of double healer, for example. So yeah, this team is really insane, and let's get to the second team. Okay, this is the second team I wanted to talk about. I mentioned it earlier on the video, but it's the Salad team. The Salad team is amazing Hyper Bloom team with Sucrose. Yao Yao again is our beloved Baizhu. If you are not comfortable only with Shinkyu, Baizhu is going to do the job, because Baizhu is gonna heal your party, is gonna give you shields. The damage reduction from Chinkyu will be amazing. So if you're not comfortable dodging that much, this team can be super great, super comfortable, because Baizhu is gonna make this team really smooth to play and will make it really easy. I know the Dendro plugins maybe not be that high as with Yao Yao Dendro DMC, but the rotation can be good, and I think it's a pretty standard team that can work pretty well with Baizhu. So yeah, let's get into another team. Okay, pretty standard team too. It's a curry team or a Barjon team, as you will say it. I like to tell the names from dishes. I really enjoy it. I don't know why, but I found it pretty fun. For example, here Yao Yao again is Baizhu. So we're gonna be playing Super Barjon standard team, getting Fischl, Chinkyu, Electro Charge, then applying the Baizhu on top of that reaction, doing the blooms. And then Toma is going to go boom and activate the variant reactions. So this team is pretty amazing too. I think it's really good on multi-target. Even on single target, this team makes really good job, because you have Fischl plus Chinkyu, which is amazing on single target. And Baizhu is really good on single target too. So yeah, this is another team. It helps you with survivability. You have Toma shield, you have Baizhu shield. So I think it's pretty neat, to be honest. Let's get into another one. Okay, so here we are with a Hyper Bloom team. I mean, you can play a lot of variances of the Hyper Bloom. You could play even not Yao Yao. Not Yao Yao, getting rid of Al Haytham, putting Yelang here, and you will have Baizhu, Shinkyu, Shogun, and Yelan, and will also be really good. If you want to play double dendro, I respect it. I mean, I saw a lot of teams like this and having instead of Yao Yao Nahida. So yeah, this is a pretty standard Hyper Bloom team. Is one of the best teams currently in the game. With the double Hydro plus Raiden, remember that Raiden goes full Elemental Mastery and breaks the seeds. You can put, instead of Raiden here, you can put Kuki Shinobu. Kuki is really good actually too. And I really like this team because it gives you a lot of super ability. So in my opinion, I will get rid of Heithan here and will play something like Yelan, for example. And with Yelan, Shinkyu, Kuki, and Baizhu, you will really literally break the game. I mean, this team is amazing, and Baizhu can apply a lot of dendro because if you unfield him, you will get a lot of appliance of dendro. So I think he's a pretty decent character for unfielding. I mean, it's not the best because you have to build him full Elemental Mastery and give him some pieces of HP, but I think he's pretty neat. So this type of teams suit him really good. Okay, and finally for the last team, we're gonna be talking about aggravate teams. So for example, this is an example of aggravate team. Yao Yao is again Baizhu. So you're gonna be unfielding, for example, Heitham, or you can even unfield Nahida here, and they will be deal a lot of damage. And here Baizhu will be just a support. He will apply some dendro, he will shield, he will heal, and with Sucrose, Fischl, and the triggers of the aggravate, this team is really amazing. You can change Sucrose for any Anemo other option because Anemo is insane. So you can put Kazuha, Venti, even Heizo can work, but not that great, you know. Sucrose is one of the best characters here. So yeah, this is the last team of Baizhu pre-release video. That's it for this guide, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If so, leave a like, subscribe, and see you guys next video. Bye bye.